I want to show you a project that I've been working on. In our kitchen, which is a 1920s, late 20s kitchen, it needed an update on the caulking. And what I found was right around the sink, right up against where the wall meets the counter, the caulk would just get gross. I would bleach it. I think we redid the kitchen 20 years ago, so caulk that's lasted 20 years in a kitchen is probably pretty good. But what I did this time, instead of recalking it, is I took off all the caulk and put rubbing alcohol along it to just really clean and dry out the area. And then instead of regular caulk, I placed on something called tub and wall caulk strip. This is the same thing that I used in my bathroom not too long ago. And here's like a picture of how it works, where you just put it in place and roll it out, let it sit around for 8 hours, and then it bonds itself. So that's what I did in my kitchen. I tell you, it looks a heck of a lot better now. I don't have a before picture, I should have done that, but this is the after. And this is the area where it was terribly mildewy and moldy before, right along in there. But with this caulk strip, it makes it so that it hopefully will not get the mildewy. The other thing that I needed to do, since these tiles from about there to there, they needed to cut this whole piece out to do something behind here. So it goes in here a little more. So what I did is I just took regular caulk and filled in those particular areas that needed to be done. This is what I used to caulk up that little area between the caulking strip. And I'd never used this before. And even though it says it's easy to apply, it kind of came out in big clumps. So I needed, with my gloves on, to just wipe off the clumps like I usually do anyway. So it did take a little bit of a finesse to do it, but I think it turned out really well. I am very pleased with how this turned out and how it has turned an area that pretty much only here was gross, but by doing the whole area, it allowed it to all look a little nicer. What it does show me now is that I need to regrout some areas though. It's funny how bad it looked before. I didn't even notice that because I scrubbed it and it looked fine. Just a quick look through here. This is what it looks like in the bathroom. And then what I did was ran it up the side of the walls too. So it really helped doing one's own bathroom. And even though it's white, because of the shadows, it does look a little bit gray. It's actually white. So that's what I've been doing in my kitchen to kind of freshen it up and make my house more efficient. Thanks for watching Barb Talks.